Well, Nathan, Whitby Town ending pre-season with a victory. Certainly wasn't the prettiest of games out there, but again, another good workout for your side.
Yeah, excellent workout. You know, you look at us on the morning, we've got 10 senior players really. So we've had to draft Sonny in, which isn't ideal, and we've got 3 17-year-olds on the bench. So it was important that we completed the pre-season schedule on a high. We have won the game. It was a game of 2 halves. I think first half we were very, very good. Second half, Stockton were a better team. There's no doubt about that. They created a lot of chances, but that's the test that we need in pre-season. When things are against you, you're going under adversity and you're tired and you're feeling sorry for yourself. That's a test of character, and we've come through it. So all in all, good workout.
Yeah, in terms of the game, how it panned out, Stockton did have a bright start to it, but unfortunately, injury sort of. Big lung again for Kev Hayes there. Obviously, I know you want to give him a mention, but on the back of that as well, that sort of seemed to obviously be what kept Whitby tight after that break.
Yeah, listen, Kev's a superb player and he's a big player for Stockton, and it looks like a bad one for him. Obviously, from our side, we wish him nothing but the best in a speedy recovery. But it was one of them. It was an innocuous challenge, wasn't it? Really, I think he's blocked the ball, and I think he might have landed awkwardly. But yeah, it's not good, and like I say, hopefully it's a speedy recovery for him.
Yeah, and then after that, it seemed that Whitby did sort of settle into the game a bit more. Perhaps the break, obviously unfortunate for Stockton, but it sort of did Whitby a bit of good in a way, because after that it seemed a bit more life in the front.
Yeah, just throughout the midfield, obviously starting from the back lines and going through the lines, getting the rotations right, the phases of play, things we've worked on. It was all nice to see. And I think first half we were good value. You're going in there and you're thinking, yeah, we've done everything we wanted to get from it. Second half, again, I've said it a few times in pre-season, it's always going to be hard because I've got no changes. Lads with knocks, niggles, we just need to make sure that we rest them, and hopefully they'll be okay next week. But we got a lot from the first half, and second half we got a lot, but in a very different way.
And in terms of the goal as well, Nathan Thomas involved, didn't have his partner in crime, Jake Charles this time, but a fantastic bit of work for him, good run, good cross, and then a neat finish there from the try as well.
Yeah, definitely, he's done really well to get in that position. It's a great finish. Remember, it started from Shane. Nathan Thomas, what he does is he's put into a great area, and it's a great goal. And it was a bit of a sucker punch for Stockton because, like I say, it happened so quickly, but from our side, it's a positive to see that.
Yeah, and then in the second half, you already mentioned that Stockton were on top. I suppose you kind of expect that they're able to make those changes, especially in attacking areas. But another day they could have had a few goals themselves. But I suppose in the league games you're going to get those moments of luck and good defensive resolute as well from Whitby.
Yeah, we didn't defend the best. There was tired legs. Shane was called obviously a few times. Shane's done really well for us. But we need something like that. We need to be tested, and we need to go through tough periods in games like that, because we've got a lot of new boys, young lads who've not played a lot of senior football, if any at that, and it's relentless. So that's a good taster for some of the boys that are out there, and I've got no doubt over the season we'll get stronger. But I'm not going to look at it too much. Because, like I said, we were tired. There was a lot of fatigue, but credit to Stockton, they've tested us, and it's a test that we needed.
Yeah, and the positive is that you've been able to still win the game despite having all those changes. And then next week you'll be hoping you have a few of those players back, likes of Jake Charles, Joe Wheatley, Priest Griffiths, and a handful of players will miss out today. Yeah,
Stephen Walker as well. Listen, these are all players that are they're on the verge of starting games for us, but. It gives players a chance to come in and show what they're worth. And on the first half performance, they've done really well. The second half performance, they've learnt a lot. But they've come through the game, and like you said there, it is only a pre-season game, but you've come out 1-0 winners. And on another day with the counter-attack as Stockton have pressed up, Nathan Thomas has had 2 decent chances. Just the dry ground's obviously slowed him down a bit. So, from our side as the manager, loads and loads of positives. And I know from the team's point of view, we're ready to go next week now.
Yeah, and it's obviously going to be a big week now, building up to that opener against Bamber Bridge next Saturday at home. But as I saw last season, it's good to start at home and hopefully get those 3 points out and sort of try and get the fans interested straight away. Yeah,
it's always the aim. I think from a fan's perspective, I think anyone who's been in pre-season, you can see that we do like to play. We play some very, very nice, attractive football. We create chances, and that'll be no different next week. I think that the key is us having a full quarter to choose from in terms of the squad. We haven't got the biggest squad in the world, but hopefully I'll have that luxury next week, and it'll full steam ahead and try and get the 3 points.
Yeah, in terms of Bamber Bridge as a side as well, they always seem to be one of those teams that whenever we play them, it always seems to be a good match between the two.
They're a very good team. They've got a very good manager. They like to play football just like us. I think it's going to be a great game from a neutral point of view. The pitch is getting to the point where it's about spot on now, so I think it'll be a great game of football. And like I said, the only thing that matters though is winning the game, and that's what we've got to do. We've got to try and find opportunities to score goals, and you know, if we find ourselves under the cosh, we've just got to find a way to try and get the 3 points. So it all starts next week. We'll see what we're made of, and you know, I am going into the season nice and confident.
Nathan.